Good morning. I just went to my garden. Do you see these? Cherries. Awesome, I got 2. And I will eat them. Oh, sick. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm really happy. Yeah. Cherries are now ready to eat. Yeah, and it's so convenient. It's directly in front of the door. So, and I can promise you it's not only 2. There are a lot of them. Yeah. So whenever I feel like I really want to eat cherries, I just go in front of the door and I pick them up and eat them. It's such a good life. But putting that aside, we tested some, yeah, hey, well, okay guys. I don't know, let's delete this spell mage. I think this spell mage is good against Shaman, and I don't think we want to play. We want to ban Shaman, and if you want to ban Shaman, we don't want to play Shaman. If you want to ban Shaman, we don't want to play spell mage. And what was about this Reno rogue? I know I'm coming back to the topic over and over again. Yeah. And it's probably simply bad, right? I mean, Reno rogue cannot be good. I guess so. I guess it cannot be good. I was just thinking about this deck with the deck we play at the moment, and it's difficult. What is so difficult? Yeah, that against Cartoon Warrior that we just, I mean, perhaps I played wrong. Maybe I just played wrong, and that might be the problem. I'm finding ourselves every day at the same point, it's true. But I guess I've even... Okay. Now look at that, yeah? So I was wondering what we could do against Cartoon Warrior, yeah? And I was thinking about, like, what's the problem? Like, what do we encounter? Like, why do we struggle so much against Cartoon Warrior? And the answer was, I mean, there are two things. First of all, they can fatigue us, like sometimes, also if you play it not that ideally. Okay, so first of all, there was this fatigue issue. So I was thinking, hey, I mean, what is it about? I mean, if there is some fatigue issue, I mean, what about just adding one additional death rattle minion to just completely block down the fatigue possibility? For example, yeah, I mean, no, let's go to, like, there's the fatigue issue, but we can also not simply add blind random value. The reason for that? Well, the reason for that is cartoon. Yeah, so it's not only about the fatigue, but it's also that cartoon pretty much wrecks us. Okay, so then I was asking myself why cartoon is wrecking us. Okay, it's very simple. It's a big single target minion. Okay, big single target minion. So what do you do against big single target minions? Usually every class has access to single target removal, to big single target removal. Warrior has execute, shaman has hex, paladin has all kind of stuff. Hunter has not that much. Hunter has like, no. Hunter has Hunter's Mark, of course, yeah. Hunter's Mark, freezing trap, stuff like this. Druid only has mulch. Warlock has Siphon Soul. Mage has Polymorph. And Priest has Entomb. Yeah. Rogue has Assassinate. And Assassinate, of course, sucks big time. But Rogue does not only have Assassinate, because you could ask ourselves why we don't run any single target removal in this deck. But as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, it does. Yeah, it does. In the form of zaps. But now you guessed right. Zapping Ragnaroses or cartoons is not a pleasure. They don't usually run Ragnaros, but they run cartoon. And zapping cartoons, yeah, okay. So, that was one issue. The other issue was the value at the end. So I was thinking about just adding Cairn. Okay, no, sorry, hey, I also just woke up. Okay, so I'm jumping here. So the question was, can we add some single target removal? Okay, so the only single target removal Rogue has access to is Assassinate. And Assassinate is just so super bad. Hey, Assassinate is just such a bad card. Okay, it's obvious, right? I don't have to explain why Assassinate is not good. Okay. So if you don't want to play Assassinate, what could you run? And the first thing which came to my mind is, hey, there is this card which just does exactly this. So if your opponent thinks he can just wreck you by playing only big fat minions, there is a tech card. And the tech card is called Big Game Hunter. And you can use this, and it's quite cheap because you get a lot, yeah, because 3 mana 4/2 would not be good, but the benefit of just having the ability to counter this big fat ugly minions is super good. So you overpay by 1, but for that you can just snipe down big fat ugly minions. And just the moment where I wanted to put it in my deck, I couldn't find it. I just couldn't find it. Okay, perhaps you can tell me where it went. But I even tried to craft it, but it's just not there. I cannot find it. Okay, but putting this aside, to the other issue with the fatigue issue. So when I was thinking about the fatigue issue, I was thinking, I mean, that was the card that jumped to my mind the very first moment. Yeah, Bloodhoof. The problem though The problem though is that Kern gets countered by Sylvanas, and not only soft countered. Kern gets completely demolished by Sylvanas. So you play Kern, he plays Sylvanas, and that's insanely bad for you. So that would be insanely bad for you. Yeah? Okay. So it's very, very difficult, because if you play it and your opponent, let's say you have either something on board or not, you play this and he plays Sylvanas, well, forget your tempo from that moment on. From that moment on you have nothing. Okay. So I was thinking of like what we could do against Sylvanas, and it's probably not that, because out racing control warrior is usually kind of difficult. So I was thinking, okay, what can we do against Sylvanas? And the first thing what came to my mind was silence. Yeah. So I was thinking, okay, perhaps we can run silence. It's also not that bad against Cartoon, right? So if you put in silence, we can silence Sylvanas and we can silence Cartoon. So I was thinking about this card. I mean, it's kind of utility, and it does exactly this. It silences. It doesn't only silence, but it's at the same time also a 2/1 body. So I was thinking, hey, let's put it in. It's 2 mana 2/1 and silences a minion. So I was thinking of just adding it to my deck. And when I just went to the 2 slot and tried to find it, I just couldn't find it. No, okay, seriously, the silence nowadays is pretty expensive, yeah. Also in general. So yeah, you cannot simply run silence. It's very problematic. Yeah, the reason why you cannot simply run silence is that the deck is also kind of spell heavy, and you like to have the spells. You don't like to have cards. Yeah, which silence is very expensive nowadays. You can yeah, it's exactly this. Very expensive. Very, very expensive. What I'm saying is we cannot simply add a Spellbreaker, or can we? I don't think so. We don't even have space for anything. So we don't have the luxury to say, okay, we just add a Spellbreaker to the deck or something like this. It's just not gonna work like this. Oh. Yeah, it's exactly this. Yeah. If they play Cartoon, you can not handle Cartoon. That's a problem, huh? Yeah, I know that Rob suggested Gang Up, but Shadow Step to beat any control matchup. It's not gonna work. Even if you Shadow Step your Nezot, it's like you get crappy cards back. That's a problem. Yeah, it's not. No, I mean, or Gang Up. No, it's Gang Up, guys. Please. I mean, I can definitely see way more the Shadow Step than the Gang Up. Perhaps you can run silent. It's also not that. What? I, by the way, also tried another microphone, but I encountered that, like in my opinion, it should very much be the echo in the room. I don't think it's the microphone. I think it's the echo, which makes it like a little bit frizzly. the sound. But I have good news. The dude from the lamp is now finished, and the electric man, okay, disco. The electrician will come tomorrow, and we will probably have the echo resolved within a week. Okay. Gang up. We can talk about it, yeah? We can talk about it. So, where is it? Here. I see something about gang upping, what? Multiple games by ganging up the earthen ring. You can get on things like Flamewaker, Insta-Win and Advance in Mirror. Yeah, no. It's just on the, I don't know like where you play. I mean, whether you play on high legend level. But usually the thing is with the Flamewaker, it's not an instant win, because you gang up the Flamewaker, but how the matchup works against Tempo Mage is that it usually don't last that long. So if you gang up the turn where you can, whatever, let's say you gang up turn 6 or something, the Flamewaker, well, usually the game ends 3 or 4 turns later. So you don't have the time to draw them. I mean, might be an insta-win for him, but it's like, why do you think that you get the cards in your hand? And Advance in Mirror, well, if the mirror is the mirror against Cold Blood Shadow Step, then against a Cold Blood Conceal Rogue, then you also won't have any time. And ganging up the Earthen Ring, I'm really wondering where you did this. So, and multiple matchups. But okay, let's talk about the Shadow Step. Sabotage is not standard, yeah. Okay. Kingmaster, ja. So it's good against Cartoon. At least that's the theory. That's your theory, right? It's good against Cartoon. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay. It is. Yeah, it is. Is it better than Assassinate? It's 2 mana cheaper. Of course, it's better than Assassinate. Yeah. 2 mana cheaper. He leaves a 3/3, but you also get a 3/3. And you also can get rid of Concealed Auctioneers. That's not the nuts, by the way. Yeah, I mean, even if you hit a Concealed Auctioneer, I mean, depending on the playing situation. But the thing is, you also have stuff on board. So unless you happen to, perhaps you just hit the wrong target. And the same goes with Sylvanas. I mean, he plays Sylvanas and you have Cairn out. You play Thinkmaster Overspark. And yeah, and your history, your Cairn could be history. Okay, so But putting this aside, I mean, I don't mind it. I really think perhaps should we take a look at the matchups. Oh, Dorit decreased. Ah, interesting. Hunter decreased too. That's interesting. Mage went up a little bit. Interesting. So what was the question? Think Master. Yeah. Oh, Think Master, yeah. He's pretty bad in other matchups, that's a problem. Do you ever have stuff you want to Think Master on your side? What you are saying is perhaps it's also a genuine 3-drop. What? Rado won in tournaments or what? I didn't follow. So today or what? Okay. Where is he? So what did you say? No. And what was this other? Viewporting. Viewporting websites. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Mubarak is also not fast enough against Cartoon. That's the thing. Yeah, Gang Up is a late game card. I understand the point, but what I'm saying is you don't reach the late game. That's what I'm saying. And if you reach the late game, probably other cards are better. Yeah, adding Sylvanas, I thought about that, but that doesn't really work because you can play the Sylvanas to counter turn 10, but then he simply gets rid of your Sylvanas and then he plays Cartoon later. It's not a problem for him to play Cartoon one turn later. Yeah, that's the thing. Somebody suggested Shadow Step. So Shadow Step would be for which minions? So you can Shadow Step Tylnos to get a +4/+4 on Edwin. That's of course not good alone. You can of course Shadow Step Undercity Hucksters to do the same. So that's like, I mean, if it works, like if it happens, then it's good. Yeah, then you trade a Shadow Step for +4/+4 on Edwin, then it's okay. If you Shadow Step Earthen Ring Forest Heroes, it's basically 1 mana heals 3. That's usually never good, unless of course you see your opponent suddenly burning your face. Then you would be very happy to be able to convert the Shadow Step into 3 life. Of course, you can also convert the Shadow Step into 3 life while buffing up your Edwin. That would be of course a good thing. Also, like sometimes it also happens that you attack with it and then you can Shadow Step it back to heal it. That's also not that bad. Yeah, on Edwin it's always at least +4/+4 for 1 mana. That's okay, but it's not the world. On SS7 sometimes you can deal these 2 damage for 1. It's with SS7 it functions as an arcane shot. On Azerite, on this it doesn't work. Sometimes you can draw 3 mana, draw a card, but it's not very advisable. 3 mana, draw a card is like, but it is possible. Yeah, and if you combine it with Gargantuan, you can sometimes. Well, in this case it's 1 mana, heal 3, draw a card, if this happens. So we could try it out. On Auctioneer itself, it usually sucks. Yeah, you don't want to Shadow Step your Auctioneer. Nezot, yeah, that's interesting. When you play Nezot, you bounce him back. The problem is the next time he comes, you usually get like low value Death Rattle minions. That's the problem with this. Low value Death Rattle minions. What are low value Death Rattle minions? Well, Huckster is still okay because he gives you random warrior cards. Tylnos is Tylnos is obviously bad, but you get at least 6 minions, right? The question would be which 6? 6 minions. Yeah, Tomb Pillagers are alright, but what I'm saying is you simply trade against a Brawl, right? So you trade Shadow Step against Brawl. But what I'm afraid of that you don't even trade it against a Brawl. But like, if you trade it against a Brawl, fine, yeah? But if you trade it against the thing which deals 3 damage on everything, then it's anything else but fine. And what would we take out if you would like to run Shadow Step? What would be the cut? I was thinking about Zap, by the way. I was really thinking that we perhaps don't need the Zap. And Shadow Step on its own, that's good enough, yeah? I can barely believe it. I think Shadow Step is a bad card quite often. Okay, yeah. Shadow step. If you run Shadow Step, can we cut one healer maybe? I was thinking about cutting. Okay, let's just try it out to cut that. Yeah. If we cut that, we can, for example, do it that we keep. If we cut that, what we did, we can, for example, keep it in the starting hand against Shaman, for example. We can also keep it in the starting hand against Rogue, for example. It might be a little bit tricky. Just cutting Zap, I don't know. Might be tricky. I'm looking at the infinite wheel. Yeah, with the one auctioneer, yeah. I'm not sure with the one auctioneer. And add the Sylvanas, yeah, so we basically did this. Now it adds more value. But the thing is, it adds anyways now, because it should add enough now. Yeah, it should add enough now. Oh, did you run? Yeah, we are still running double fast, yeah. Yeah, because now we get 2 times the big death rattle, so now it should be really sufficient. I don't think we need more death rattles. Yeah. Interesting. I think I would nearly. I would. Wow, that's a difficult one. Tomb Pillager, of course, being a 5/4 and giving a coin is very nice. And a City Huckster, though, is also very nice because we can just deploy him in curve there right away. And if he comes back later, he also gives us random class cards. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Yeah, of course he gives us random class cards, that's what he does. Oh, I would have been so happy if you would have gotten the random class card. I mean, now we can also take up and hit, right? I mean, the tutu would have been better, but yeah. But this is not bad either. Yeah. Yeah, the tutu would have been better because Warrior has access to armor cards. Some, not really a lot. Not really a lot. Nice earthen ring. Yeah, whether the backstab was justified, that's a question. But next turn we don't want to play backstab eviscerate, next time we want to play Tomb Pillager, so... Did you just really do that? Sick dude. Okay. Yeah. Did you just really do this? I mean, he could Shadow Strike the Berserk. What do you think how big he will get? It's tricky, yeah, because if you think this hits this, then we definitely play Pillager. And if you think this will grow to... It's Pirate, right? So how big should this grow? To 4, to 5, to 6? How big should it grow? I think Pirate Warrior doesn't run Whirlwind effects, so I guess we simply stay mana effective here, playing Tomb Pillager. And then next time we can Shadow Strike and Eviscerate, or whatever. If he attacks, we have Fan of Knife success, and Dagger up, or Fan of Knife Eviscerate. This is a stronger play. Stays mana effective too. Yeah, so the Berserk happened to be a 4/4. That's more than acceptable because Arcane Reaper also hit the minion. As a matter of fact, we liked that the Arcane Reaper hits a minion. Okay, place to be considered. Yeah, the Shadow Strike. Yeah, Shadow Strike and what? Coin, backstab, SI. What? Fan of Knives. Fan of Knives deals 2, 4, 6. It's exactly not enough. We cannot Fan of Knives backstab SI, it's exactly not enough. Backstab Balm. It's exactly not enough. Might as well just backstab SI, eviscerate. What you saw is that we played the eviscerate over coin Shadow Strike, and that's a really tricky question, whether we would like to coin Shadow Strike instead. That was a tricky question. Well, yeah, style points. Okay, so yeah, good. Let's Shadow Strike it, huh? And Fan of Knives. We could also trade instead of playing Shadow Strike, but I don't see it. No, that's ugly. Shadow Step or Healer. That's not gonna do it. You would have needed Shadow Step or Healer. Now any kind of 4 damage kills us, unfortunately. But it's only 4 damage, so it's either Mortal Strike if he runs that, but Mortal Strike is usually not a good card. So it's either Mortal Strike or it's Corcron, a second Corcron. So very unlikely. Okay, fortunately we got paired against good opposition, so we get some ranks. Could keep the poison for Acolytes. I think if we... I think the poison is not bad. Yeah, probably. Not sure why we would play the poison if we would not keep it in this. Also, just in case if he plays aggressive warrior. Yeah, that was good for us. I don't want to deliver a target. We could as well just poison it down. If we poison it down, we also get more out of the heal. That was the reasoning. Yeah, now we have to play it. It's okay. I mean, by turn 10 we definitely have this to seal. So we just have to stay... We just have to stay until turn 9. By turn 10 we just play this. Sometimes this even comes turn 9, because we could gather a coin. So yeah. So we should not be worried. I mean, of course we should not be worried about like running out of cards. I mean, this is aggressive. Oh, it's Dragarok, okay. That's a little bit expensive. What bothers me is that it also plays into Blackwing Corruptor if you got that. But I also would not know, I mean, Shadow Strike didn't align at all. Like, we play Shadow Strike, then we still need to attack it with a weapon. Yeah, the Blackwing Corruptor, yeah, that's a surprise. Also at the same time, the very, very best answer, of course. Yeah, we can attack. Yeah. We really have nothing, so let's just attack. I mean, the thing is, we also didn't get any Death Rattle minions, so this is not even that great. But against aggressive warrior, usually, I mean, yeah, no matter what he gives, he usually gives enough. 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we need to do this and just hope that he doesn't have execute. If he doesn't have execute, this aligns. If he does have execute, which is kind of likely, then but we had to do it, yeah. There's not much to say to it. Running out of cards with this deck is near impossible. It's nearly impossible, but we managed to do so. I don't know how, but we managed to do so. He doesn't even have execute, but that's still enough. Yeah, we just played this into Brawl. No, I'm not saying that we played into Brawl, I'm saying that we get Brawl from this dude. Okay, yeah, we can probably keep this. What? yeah. That is very, very good ones. Okay, so what is here? I don't even know about the Raptor, but yeah, okay, so Undercity Huckster, yeah, the Huckster, yeah. Oh, super difficult again. Hey, okay. So the thing is, turn 2 he daggers up. We play Undercity Huckster into nothing specific. I mean, he will be able to handle the Huckster, the one way or the other. But we get a row card, and row cards are usually kind of cool. The alternate would be dagger up, and then we get the Pillager, and the Pillager is also kind of cool. Yeah, so my thought is, if we cannot handle the Huckster, which is probably in 25-30% of the cases, then we can play Unearth's Raptor, and that's really good then. Yeah, I don't want to hear anything. Okay. Yeah, Pillager could get zapped. Pillager is a good card. We don't need to talk about this. Pillager is really cool. Yeah. But keep in mind that he gives us a coin which we don't require to play if you play this or this. You could argue that with this we only get this back, but I don't mind, yeah. If we get it back, I mean, we get the freaking row card, man. Oh, Gengar. This is sick. Ah. Dirty times. No, we could have already played the 5-4, yeah, that's what you're telling me. We should have taken the 5-4. I think so. It was not a 100%, but yeah. Oh no, there's Edwin. If this happens, oh, look at this. We would. In this case, the play was indeed better. Did you see it? In this case, the play is better. Strictly, we just, yeah. So sick. Yeah, but this case doesn't happen very often. I'm aware of the fact. Look at this. Now we can gank up the Edwin. Sick. With the oxygenator. Yeah, okay. No, but in all seriousness, you already see it, right? I mean, ganking up Edwin's here. It's like, I mean, it's nice combo wombo, but oh man, I don't even know what to do. Shadow straight dagger up and hitting it, that's complete nonsense. Can never do that. No. If he really hits with Edwin this dude, we dagger up and poison. That's what we do. Is this the Huckster party? Okay, I'm nearly inclined to Shadow's Dragon trade it in the Raptor. You could take the 6 if you want. Sure. So I'm gonna, okay, we can Buccaneer, dagger up, poison and eviscerate, leaving us with a 4-2 weapon and Buccaneer, or we can Buccaneer, eviscerate and 6-6. So instead of the 4-2 weapon we have a 6-6. So yeah, so it was 4-2 weapon or 6-6. 6-6 is better. If he SI7's face, that we saved 6 life was kind of cool. So we can either pillager, dagger up poison, kill this, leaving him up with this, with this, and we have a poison. Or we could play the attack, we suffer damage, and then we play flurry it. We could have also made this attack, but I don't like it. So what? We could have basically attacked this and then played flare 5-1 and a 3-3. No. Med spell damage off henne. So what happened in this case? He attacked Edwin. No, the player I chose was worse. I should have done the blade flurry thing, I think. Yeah, we can blade flurry, dagger up and hit. Oh crap. Man. That was complete crap, right? That was complete rubbish. Oh my god, everything is bad. Hey, okay. Yeah, I didn't have time. Yeah, there was the rope. There was the rope. Should have just preserved our 5-4. Yeah. Even the gang up was bad. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, now we got a lot of SI7 agents in there. Holy crap. No. Can you conceal as well or what? Spell power. We need some spell power. Yeah, and that is why Gang Up is so good, yeah. This side. This card is so bad in so many aspects. Okay. Yeah, okay, man. Oh, nein. Oh. Okay. Hey, fortunately we are at absolute ultra dumpster ranks. Okay, na gut. Yeah, so here we can just go through the game again. Yeah, And we do it every time. Every time when we fuck it up, we just go through the game. So here, but I don't even understand it. How can there be so many difficult decisions? Like, okay, we have a lot of cards. Okay, we also got the coin. Okay, we have also different kind of spells. Sure. But is this here really so difficult? And it's obvious that you don't Shadow Strike it, coin, dagger up and hit it, right? Yeah, okay, but it has to be considered. Yeah. So long story short, what did we play? We played this, coin, raptor. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want to play. And turn 5. So we have the option to Shadow Strike it or to poison it down. The poison down takes 6 damage and is only the poison, so that's not a good idea. Yeah. We could have Shadow Strike this instead, but does it make a difference? Not really, right? I mean, if we Shadow Strike this, we can still not poison this down, so if we Shadow Strike this, we can only backstab it and then we have the same stuff. So we backstab is, we send this here. We also get a row card. Yeah, I like this. And this is also what we started off with, right? We backstab the dragon, which is vital because we need to get rid of the dragon. Okay, so what we could have done is we could have daggered up and hit the dragon for 1. And then sending this in there and Shadow Striking and trade. Because what we did was... Ja, that was not ideal. Ja, ich meine, so we can what? Shadow Strike this. Backstab, no. What is mine? What? So what did I say? Yeah, so we can dagger this, attack it, Shadow Strike and trade. And what we did is backstab, trade, Shadow Strike, trade. But then we could also play the huckster. No, I like how we did it. So we open with a backstab, that's fine. And then we trade it in, that's also fine. These things are reasonable. So after we Shadow Strike, we have 2 options. Option number 1 is taking the 6 damage with a dagger. Like if you Shadow Strike it. Like, do we have another option? The answer is probably not, right? I mean, we could play the Buccaneer and dagger up to a 2 attack weapon and play Huckster. But we still didn't have we didn't have Blade Flurry yet, right? So like the question is it useful to play Buccaneer? Which also plays into the weapon. Dagger up. Which goes into nowhere. And Huckster. I don't think so. I don't think that's better. Shadow Strike and takes a 6. But we also deliver 3. Or you could argue that Shadow Strike and Dagger is 1 card, where Shadow Strike and this are 2 cards, but this replaces itself. So the question is, or the other way around, like this is also replacing itself. So the question is, whether we would like to have the question is whether we would like to have +1, +2 on the board to preserve 6 life. But we also dealt 3 damage, but I don't think that the damage deal here is so important, because I simply think that we are ahead. The reason is why we are playing 6 cards against 4. But yeah. So here we have turn 6 and he played his Kiker. And now we have the option 2. Yeah, I guess we decided right. We should play Buccaneer so that we can get combo. Then there is like Eviscerate and then there is Edwin. That's perfect. So now we have turn 7. And we were talking about this, yeah. So we have here different options. So we have the option to dagger up poison always, and then we have Blade Flurry or we have Tomb Pillager. So let's talk about these two. So let's talk about these 2 options. So option number 1 would be with a Blade Flurry. So we attack the Tomb Pillager, we take 5 damage and we Blade Flurry. Result is we took 5 damage and his board is empty. Play number 2, we attack the SI, we take 3 damage and we play the Pillager ourselves. We could now argue that okay, that the 3 life loss is equivalent to the to leaving this up. Because leaving this up, if he hits our face, that's 5 life loss. Yeah, but then we have also again first strike. So if we equalize this 3 life to the 5 punishment, we play a Pillager which basically matches his Pillager, and we still have Blade Flurry in the hand. But we also have a 3-1 weapon in the hand, like online. Now you could argue that Blade Flurry is way worse than Pillager, but I guess if you already have a 3-1 weapon online, I'm not even sure how much worse it really is. So I think probably that's the right thing to be done. But I guess turn 8 was a little bit, yeah, I guess turn 8 was problematic. And that was, I think, also where we messed it up. So this is turn 8. And yeah, we have different options. So I mean, we of course chose the worst one. So for whatever reason we traded, we Blade Flurry in the dagger, which is yeah, which is so stupid in so many aspects. But what is the right thing to be done? So the options are, we can either Blade Flurry. So before, of course, okay, before we Blade Flurry, trade this and dagger up, before that we will always, well, Blade Flurry, dagger up and hit it. So by doing this, we lose 4 life, and but we also deliver 5 damage. We're losing 4 life, but we also deliver 5 damage, and we simply keep the 5-4 online. So that would simply mean we keep our 5-4 online. Full stop. Nothing else. We just keep the 5-4 online. That's of course, we would have still lost, but that's of course way better. Way better. Way better. We basically dagger up, kill it, we take 4, we deal 5, and we have a 5-4. Yeah, but seriously, like, I don't know, like, it was just very weird. But I'm just thinking that it might be better to simply play Auctioneer and gang up, because what's the difference? I mean, This attacks this attacks this, so we take 3 instead of taking 4. It's basically the same. But we have the auction here. Yes, we also draw a card, but that doesn't matter because, well, this is 1 card and these are 2 cards, but we draw 1, okay. It might be better because Gang Up is not really a card, but yeah, and we have double auction here, so we should play the auction. Auction is also better. We don't use the coin. I would like to keep the coin for Nezot, so that we can then coin into Nezot the turn after. But yeah, that's what we should do. We should play the auction here. We should gang up the SI7. Then we attack and we trade. Yeah, that's what we do. The result is that we have a better board because 4/4 Auctioneer has soft toned, whereas this doesn't. So that's definitely a better board. If it survives, which could be possible, then of course it's way better. And yeah, and it's way better. Hey. It's up. Then it's way better. Yeah, of course it's better. Yeah, it's just better to do that. We attack, we play this, zack, 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 ja. Hey, ich meine, wow, okay, ja. And did we miss the zap? I don't know whether we missed the zap. I mean, we haven't said it yet that like, oh, if you would only have a zap now, right? It never happened until yet. Shaman. So we can expect turn 2 Totem Golem or Flame Juggler. If you play this, Totem Golem is problematic. I was thinking that if he plays this, then we could simply play Edwin to counter it. Yes, we can also backstab SI, but I don't like this. The reason why I don't like it is, number one, Edwin is very good even if he has Flame Tongue, but it's also very good even if he has, let's say, Rock Biter, Lightning Bolt. And it perfectly also lines against this. I didn't play the backstab because we would like to have the backstab for this. Yeah. You could argue that you would have rather liked to have a 6/6 Edwin with the backstab, but then he simply Rock Biters the Totem Golem and sends it in. And this is exactly what we don't like to see. So in this case, it's indeed better to keep the backstab, also to have it for the SI. Now this is interesting because as much as it appeals to play backstep SI, we could also simply hit and heal our Edwin. But on the other hand, perhaps we might also use the heal against Shaman on our face. So it's not the huckster, it's either the healer or the SI7 agent. It's really appealing to to just sit the totem golem and heal. It carries so much value. I mean, if you use backstep SI, we would always attack Wrath of Air Totem then, right? So we can either use an additional card. It's card or totem, right? Yeah. And I think that the SI7 with the backstep has so much board control utility. And this can simply attack this next turn. Yes, I know he can lightning bolt this, but who cares, right? And otherwise he would simply lightning bolt this. So it's not that much of a difference. And if he lightning storms this, I don't think this is a very good board to be lightning stormed. He also passed turn 1 beforehand. So if he missed turn 1 beforehand, look, nothing changed. If he missed turn 1 beforehand, that was nice, man. He missed turn 1 beforehand. So if he plays lightning storm, yeah, but it's face shaman. Who would have guessed? But turn 2, turn what? Yeah, so he would stay mana ineffective again. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, might as well attack. I don't think that against Face Shaman we will ever want to have the weapon to attack minions. Nearly never. Perhaps in this case, yeah. Oh no, absolutely not. We just play Dragon and zack. Sick. Okay, now that's here, that's really nice. One backstep for this, one backstep for this. And of course this and this. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, that was a very good one. 0 mana, zack, pa, pa. Even having the spell power now. Spell power into SS7, yeah. He won't be happy. He won't be happy. Yeah, Lightning Storm, player on Lightning Storm. We should have sacrificed this first, but I also don't see what we could get, which changes the play. You're under siege! Yes, Face Shaman get wrecked here. Pa. Beam have tenors. 4, 10, fix. Pa. Okay. Doomhammer. We would need this for the 7/7. Bam! Bam! Charge! Here's the 7/7. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hey, okay. See. But here you see that we don't even need the zap. Even here, even in this position, we didn't need the zap, which is kind of silly, I feel. Oh, it's kind of convenient in this case, for sure. This girl is tot. No, the hammer punishes him every turn. Ah, he played 2 of those and we didn't even need Zap despite him playing 2 of those. Sick. Yeah, the Zap really won't be missed, I think. So how? Is it something like this? Like this, right? I guess so. Yeah. That's not a threat now. Bam! The wolf strikes. And bam! The wolf strikes again. Ah, I should have already conceded. Yeah. Ah, here you go. Complete ownage, okay. The deck is nice. I really like it. We never missed the Zap, and the Shadow Step also proved 1 time. So it's 1 against 0 for Shadow Step against Zap. Not that the Zap wouldn't have been nice here too, but yeah. Two, my friend. 2/2, yes. Rogue has access to 2/2 minions. That's right, for 2 mana. What a surprise. Rogue has access to 2 mana minions. Sick. This already poses a problem for him. Yes, give us a free spell! No, don't give us a free spell. Destroy a frozen minion. Now we only need to get freeze from this dude. We need to get freeze from this dude here. And what is this? Yeah, we just should strike it down. It's kind of convenient. He plays 3 mana, we play 3 mana, yeah. Easy. But we also did 2 damage in the course of... No! Yes, give us! Strike, okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Give us infinite additional spells, yeah. As I said. No, let's take the looting ones. Yeah, backstab SI. We just got combo with SI, which is very nice. We want to develop minions. We are still not overcommitted. We want to develop minions so that we deal constant, permanent pressure. We will be able to play them, so we will never overcommit the board, but we already also have ways to back up our board anyways. Yeah, it's really good. Putting aside that we stayed mana effective, of course. Now that sucks big time. That sucks incredibly. I just don't attack because of possible poison. That's the only reason. Oh, that sucked big time. But we didn't know. We didn't know. But if I would have known, I would have played. Yeah. Something else to deal with is 3-4. We could have also played Eviscerate, but... Crossboard! Bam! The tutu is so threatening. I didn't attack because of the poison. Yeah, we definitely played the runs. Butter! Not any chance to remove us. We are 2-6, and yeah, it's so insane. This card is unremovable. Shadow Step, huh? Cursed! Do you know what's funny? If he would have Auctioneer, if he would have had Auctioneer next time, we could have played Curse and draw a card for that. 4-6-8. That's a fucking joke, guys. No, forget the Auctioneer. We don't need the Auctioneer. If we that's okay. I mean, it's not about the Auctioneer. It's like our hand is already full. We didn't need the Auctioneer, but I would have also not complained about the Auctioneer. Okay. Yeah, let's play the runs. Yeah, that was kind of a bad beat. That was kind of a bad beat. I mean, yeah. Yeah, the runs! Bam! Worst bam ever! The runs are staying! Look at this! The runs 6 health plus 6. It's like 12 health for 6 mana. It's probably 13 health, yeah, because perhaps he overkills. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And he played Frostbolt already on them. Are you kidding me? The runs are meaning serious business. Here I told you that we don't need the Auctioneer. We just get another one. Yeah, we play the Auctioneer, right? Yeah, of course. We have so much stuff we want to get rid of. Yeah, we play the poker this for sure. In case of Fan of Knives. Otherwise we play Prep into Eviscerate and play the Burn. If you want to play the Burn. But I guess so. Why not? And we can probably also do the attack. I don't think that we want to attack minions in the next time. And we also threaten some like We also threaten some on the face. No, that's fine. Hey. 6, 8, 10. So we have 5 damage, 9 damage. Yeah, of course not enough. Yeah. So it's we are completely overcommitted if we attack this. So we should not. We should keep this so we stay not committed. What about this? If we play it like this, a Flame Strike cannot hurt us because of this. Oh well, actually something on this and Flame Strike can hurt us, right? Yeah, maybe we might have also simply played both as drakes. Might have been better. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind this. I don't mind this either. I mean, it's funny, right? If he plays Flame Strike, these like, oh no, we could have not played as drakes and we would have overdrawn, right? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we would have overdrawn. I mean, like this we also overdraw. But like this we only overdraw. We could have not played these two. The only thing we could have played would have been Dragon Healer this. This would have been possible. Perhaps we should have played Dragon Healer and this. Yeah, that would have been better. Dragon Healer and this. This would have been better for sure. But I liked not to proc the runs, because the runs are our Flame Baker Arcane Missiles protection. Here you go. We don't have some, yeah, don't have the access to the burst. We would really like to have some kind of burst, but yeah, let's play some dragon. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Ah, yeah, he's dead, right? Okay. We've really never missed any zaps, but the backstab. Yeah, okay, I don't know. No, it's correct. We should have played Tylnos and used Forbidden Flame. That would have been better. Eviscerate seems to be a nice card, deals with Flamebakers, even hidden behind. Like, 2 is a magical number and 4 is a magical number against Mage. 3 doesn't matter. Everything of Mage has either 2 or 4, so keeping an Eviscerate can never be bad. 4 deals with Flamebakers, 2 deals with these small guys. And this is also so threatening against Mage. This is so threatening. He's the threat himself. Because it deals with his 3/2s, but he doesn't want to play Frostbolt on this. Or any kind of other, he doesn't even want to play Arcane Shot. And if he plays this Arcane Shot, which is not an Arcane Shot, I know, but if he plays it, then he stays mana ineffective and we get simply a random mage card. Oh, it's so sick. Look at this. Heck, heck, heck. Okay, and he's like, and he cannot even flame ping it. Yeah, so this is perfect. Of course he cannot Arcane Missile it. So he's now, oh no, what is this? What do I do? Look at this. Like, it hits the board and he's like just completely clueless. If he displays, yeah. Look at this. Now we need to play the mirror images. And now what? Look what happens. Boom! By one! Bah, 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 bah. Sick. And this is even sicker. We also kill this. Yeah, I'm sure about this. I mean, what did we do? We killed it behind, yeah. Who has the coin? He has the coin. Ooh. I think it was correct, though. You also killed the other mirror image. Bah, did you see it? Sick. Yeah, that's sick because he already killed a card and he's still there. Yeah. Should have been not eviscerated. Should have been not eviscerated sorceress. Should have been just played another Undercity Huckster. I don't think so because then he plays Flamebaker, coins, Pam, and then he plays whatever spell he like, Pam, and then he plays whatever and Pam. Yeah, not very good. Or he just throws 2 cards and stuff like this. I think the eviscerate was fine. Yeah, but it's true now we don't have it. Yeah, sure. It's worse to Fireball this 2/4 dude. I guess so. Now we lost combo, right? Yeah. We didn't lose combo. Either we draw something or we get a card from this. But what Fireball the Flamebaker? No. Fireballing Flamebakers, yeah, perhaps not the thing we want to do. So we can either play, no, this is better. We don't even want to kill this. Fireballing the Flamebaker, huh? Coin 2/2 was correct. Instead of Fireballing Flamebaker, we could have also played Dragon. Would it have been better to play the Dragon instead of Fireballing the Flamebaker? Might have been better. Might have been better. Yeah, probably not. I mean, he just plays any random spell on it and then Flamewaker does stuff and we can still not handle it next turn. I don't think it was correct. I think we simply play Fireball. Otherwise he always plays a spell and gets like 2. He will usually play 1 spell in average. So he just gets 2 damage per turn for free basically. Probably not what we would have liked to see. A lot of preparation action. We are very much prepared. So it should be Prep Fan even. Prep Fan. Not the backstab maybe? Yeah, probably not the backstab. But 4 life is also not unimportant. But the backstab is also not unimportant. So, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably Prep Fan. We can freeze the water elementals. Oh, Shadow Strike, also very nice. Yeah, let's do it. Boom! 6 damage. Sick. So what? Okay, so we can backstab this and this in, and then we probably also send this in. Next time we definitely want to play Nesort. And we can play Prep and Frost Nova. Let's do this. And we wanted it died. So that's... Oh, let's get another Death Rattle. Nice, nice, nice. So if we take the Tomb Pillager, we don't even want the Tomb Pillager. We want the Twilight Summoner. Then we want to sacrifice the Twilight Summoner, and then we want to get everything back. Or do we want the Pillager? I don't know. Yeah, we might want to simply get the Pillager, sure. We don't want to take damage, so we just sacrifice this. Can probably attack. We don't want to attack with our face minions ever again, probably. So yeah, let's do this. Nesort, and then he plays Yok or what. But we get a lot of Death Rattle action. We should have gotten the 4-1. We would have played better around Yok if he would have taken the 1-1. So it might have been not the best thing. Sick. It's not about Flame Strike because he can also... No, we should have taken the 1-1. It would have also been better against Flame Strike. It's better against Flame Strike and better against Yok. We should have taken the 1-1. Okay, so what is this here? I was just prep into Frost Nova. That's pretty good. Turns out to be pretty good. Yeah, we could have also disarrayed this, but then he can do face damage. Why should we? Yeah, we played this, and now Yok is not even that great. If he plays Yok, yeah. No Yok in this case. Nah, sure thing. Very skilled. Very, very skilled. In case of emergency, just go face. Drawback. Backup plan. This is our backup plan. Yeah, complete orange, of course. We could play the servant. Should play the servant. Let's play the servant. Twisting Nether. And that was of course a troll. Usually we would not play the servant. That is pretty obvious, right?